Assalamu alaikum viewers. Welcome to Siyasat.com English News. I'm Ayman Umar. Telangana State Education Minister Sabita Indra Reddy have said 20 days ago that intermediate first year exams will be conducted. The intermediate first year students who were promoted to the intermediate second year were asked to be prepared to write the exams. However, the state government is yet to take a decision to conduct the exams. No schedule has been released by the Telangana State Board of Intermediate Education as well, which has left around 4.74 lakh students doubtful. It has to be noted that due to the emergence of the second wave of COVID-19, the state government had cancelled the intermediate exams and promoted the first year students into the second year. Recently, the state government has directed the educational institutions to begin conducting in-person classes from 1st of September. Afzalur Rahman, the director of the MS Education Academy, on Saturday said that 37 students of the academy have secured prominent marks in the G Mains and thus qualified for the G Advanced. He also said that based on their ranks, the students can get admissions into the top NIT colleges. Giving further details, the director said that 3 students, Muhammad Samad Hussain, Adnan Mansoor, and Mizanur Rahman, have secured more than 99 percentile, whereas 8 students have got more than 98 percentile and 14 students has received more than 95 percentile marks. Most of the 37 students have chosen physics, chemistry and mathematics as their subjects. Speaking about the record of MS Education Academy, Afzalur Rahman said that till now 117 students of the academy have got admissions into various NIT and IIT colleges. The 200-year-old Jama Masjid Mosque near Charminar in the city has gone back to its discourse in Urdu post after 73 years of employing Arabic as their chief language. Urdu as a language stopped being used in the mosque vernacular after Operation Polo in 1948, which led to Hyderabad state merging with the Union of India. As reported by the Times of India, the mosque went back to using Urdu on Muharram on Friday, which is considered the first month of the Islamic calendar. The mosque happens to be one of the 2 mosques in the city, other being Makkah Masjid, wherein the Friday sermon was only delivered in Arabic and Urdu was sidelined up till now. The move by Jama Masjid is likely to change things even for Makkah Masjid, as the Waqf Board will be following suit. Waqf Board chairman also informed the Times of India that Makkah Masjid would follow suit soon to help the devotees. The women across the country have proved that they are not inferior to anyone in any field. They are excelling in every exam and competition and occupying higher positions to serve the country and the society. When the Bihar state announced 1,586 officers' vacancies in 2021, women have captured 596 positions. The Bihar's government role is also laudable as it reserved 35% of jobs for women in the state. But state women went ahead and captured 37% of the jobs. Similarly, Sophia had become a police officer after the death of her father. Sophia said she had achieved success while studying in government schools and never thought of going to a big city. She also suffered financial difficulties during her studies. This is the first time in Bihar that 11 Muslim women have succeeded in Bihar Police Subordinate Service Commission, Sub-Inspector, Sergeant and Assistant Superintendent Jail exam. Apart from Muslim women, 44 male Muslim candidates too have been selected as police officers this year. In a proud moment for the Telangana Minorities Residential Educational Institution Society, a brother-sister duo has bagged gold and silver medals at the Boxing Development Federation of India's 4th Junior Men and Women's National Boxing Championship 2021 held in Sonipat, Haryana recently. Muhammad Ajwad Ahmad of Asif Nagar, who is in class 9th, participated in the 43 to 46 kgs category and bagged a gold medal. Similarly, Ayani Sultana of Golconda, an intermediate student, participated in the 54 to 57 kgs category and bagged a silver medal. The Telangana Minority Residential School Society is ensuring that students of Sports Academy get a good diet and training and also ensuring fitness and endurance among the students. Both Ajwat and Ayani will be further groomed to represent India to participate more in national and international championships. Saudi Arabia's Foreign Minister Prince Faisal bin Farhan Al Saud has arrived in New Delhi on a 3-day visit, during which he will meet the Minister of External Affairs S. Jaishankar and will call on Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The Saudi Foreign Minister will call on the Prime Minister Modi on 20th of September, said the Ministry of External Affairs. Earlier in August, Saudi Arabia lifted the quarantine rule for Indians who have received both the doses of COVID-19 vaccines in the Gulf country. Jaishankar also held bilateral talks with the Saudi Arabia's Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Adil Al-Jubair, last month. Popular actor Aamir Khan on Sunday participated in the Green India Challenge by planting saplings in Hyderabad. The actor, currently on a visit to Hyderabad, participated in the Green India Challenge at the old airport at Begumpet. The lead actor of Lal Singh Chaddha with his co-star Naga Chaitanya and Rajya Sabha MP Santosh Kumar have planted the saplings. Aamir Khan appreciated the efforts of Santosh Kumar in taking forward the Green India Challenge and appealed to people to come forward for actively participating in the plantation. The actor said he has seen many challenges, but Green India Challenge has become key driver for improving greenery. Green India Challenge representatives Ram Mohan and Raghava were also present at the event. A number of Afghan women staged a protest in Kabul against Taliban policies, demanding equal rights to education and work, according to a media report. Sunday's protest took place in response to the closure of the former government's Ministry of Women Affairs on 17th of September. The Taliban replaced with the Ministry of Guidance and Promotion of Virtue and Prevention of Vice. In regards to the closure of the ministry, Taliban spokesman Zabiullah Mujahid said on Sunday that they will establish for a potent and effective administration under the Sharia law for women, adding that there was no need of giving it in the name of a ministry or subdivision of the ministry. In a recent interview, the spokesman had said that the former ministry did nothing for the betterment of the lives of Afghan women. Mujahid added that despite the existence of the ministry, the women in rural areas were not given their basic rights. That's it for today. Thank you, viewers.